Thanks for joining us, mate, on another episode of Channel Chats. How are you?
Really good, mate. Thanks, Brad. Thanks for inviting me.
Before we get into kind of the business stuff, and that's going to be exciting, we'll get into a little bit of that. Who is Keith Flanagan?
Who's Keith Flanagan? He's a family man who loves his AFL. I was originally born in the UK, but moved to Australia when I was 2.
Wow.
Grew up and spent most of my time in Adelaide. Moved to Melbourne about 25 years ago, and love being here.
You talk to a lot of tech partners. What are some of the stuff you're seeing? What are some of the challenges you're seeing with partners today?
We see a lot of people that are struggling just to try and how do I take my business to the next level? How do I drive sales? You know, I've got a new product. I've got this great idea that I want to get out there to the world. How do I let the world know about it?
So what are some of the common mistakes? And you've got partners who they've got a new widget, they've got a new offering. No, they've got a platinum program, they want to sell something. What's some of the common mistakes you see the partners are making?
100% the biggest thing we see and we get told a lot is it's all about execution. So right. You've gone out, you've got some sort of a marketing campaign, you've got people coming into your business, but it's that consistent execution. And I know from my career over the years, hiring salespeople and getting salespeople that know what they're doing and can actually execute on a value statement is one of the hardest things to do. It's almost like the black magic of the business world.
I'm a tech partner. I'm 10 people strong. The primary seller inside that organization is the founder of the organization. Do you recommend they go and hire a salesperson without effective marketing, or it needs to be hand in hand? Tell me more about your perspective on the relationship of sales and marketing, and how do partners make that first step into that level of investment?
I had a marketing manager once in the US who came out and said to me, my job is to make sure you get to the final 3 in the tender process without you having to do anything. And that was a really clear statement with what she was intending to do with the messaging that they were putting in the market. But as a smaller player, you don't necessarily have that power. So your marketing has got to be about bringing leads to your organization, but then you don't want to waste those leads. Sadly, what we see is businesses that are trying to grow go, I need more leads. I don't have enough leads. But if you look at a business, there are 4 levers that you can pull to try and generate more revenue in the business. The first one most people jump to because it's easy and obvious is I need more leads.
Yeah.
But if you look at the other 3, which is I can increase the percentage of those leads that I'm closing, I can increase the value that I'm actually selling each one of those clients, or I can increase the lifetime value that I have with those clients. If you can pull on all 4 of those a little bit rather than try and pull on one a lot, you'll get a much better result for your business.
Yeah, what would be a little bit of advice from you on, hey, I've got existing clients. I probably have more opportunity within those clients. What is those first proactive steps or structure a partner could consider to be able to, accelerate that proactive engagement and look for opportunities inside their current base?
Sure. I mean, old school sales tells you that you should be going and visiting your clients and doing account management and processes, once a month or once a year you visit with those clients. Yeah. And that's fantastic, but it's really hard to do consistently when you're trying to drive dollars all the time. You've got to focus your time where you can. So the simplest thing to do is have some sort of a newsletter, some sort of an email database that you can market to regularly. And that can just be little product updates, little user tips, stuff that adds value to the client that keeps them engaged with what you're doing.
Tech partners out listening to this conversation today, they need help with sales. How can Keith help?
The buzzword around the industry around what I do these days is fractional sales leadership. So I am your part-time sales guru for hire. We're very much about the practical side of running a business and how do I actually run my sales team. So, we start, if you like, so I come in working with you and your team. We look at your current strategy. We provide guidance around that and recommendations. We optimize and focus your infrastructure, everything from things like your CRM tools you're using, what AI platform are you playing with or experimenting with and using. It's all about mapping out a process. And we bring that whole package together. We call it the total sales engine. If you go and hire a salesperson, that salesperson's going to spend the first 3 months scratching around trying to work out what it is they need to do and how they need to do it and building all the stuff that we would normally build. So it's much more efficient, if you like, to hire somebody like us to come in and settle that up so that when you do start hiring people, they're hitting the ground running.
One last question for you. What would be one bit of guru wisdom for the world?
Love conquers all.
Fantastic. I love it when people are brave not to talk specifically about work. Keith, it's been amazing to have this conversation with you. Really, really appreciate the time. And if someone wants to reach out to you, what's the best way?
You can go to the website, which is keithflanagan.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. I'm on there regularly, or just my email directly, keith@keithflanagan.com.
Fantastic. We'll make sure those links are provided in this post as well. So thanks, Keith. Really appreciate the conversation.